No.
Okay, we are live for our 4th episode. So we're starting in the treasure room. There's a door in the northeast corner, and then there's the way you came in originally from the south. What would you guys like to do?
I say go for that door.
Go for the door.
Yeah.
Who's going for the door?
Since I was gone last time, I'll volunteer my body to look for any traps around the door.
Okay, I'll roll for you. What's your remove traps?
It's only 10%.
Okay. Everything looks fine.
I look back at the party and give him a thumbs up.
Good to go.
Yeah.
And I'll try and see if it's unlocked or not.
Okay. The door is locked.
Ooh. Start digging into my pack for my thieves' tools.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to open the lock. That's 15%.
All right. You may roll that.
Okay. Nope, 79.
Okay. So you're working it, and it does unlock, but it you could tell something snapped inside there. So it clearly was not done with finesse, and the door certainly is not going to be, that lock is not going to be operational anymore.
Okay.
But you get it to crack open, and as you do, you hear a second crack, a second snap somewhere, and the door is rattling in your hands as something is rumbling right by you. And then there's a big crash, and the door kind of pops open towards you and pushes at you. And as you pull the door open, you can see beyond the door is, of course, you're in a room that is constructed, brick walls and whatnot. But beyond this door is a cavern hallway, a cavernous hallway. But blocking you is a very large iron portcullis that came crashing down on the opposite side. So had you guys been on the other side of the door and tried to do this, that's where the trap is. But you're on the if you had to trigger this trap, you're on the correct side of the door to do it.
Right.
So now a very large, heavy iron portcullis is smashed down and blocking your exit through. But the door's open.
What do you think? Should we try and muscle this thing up, or?
Yeah, we could give it a try.
We can try to lift.
All right, Fu. What's your strength?
What is my strength? 19.
Nice.
Okay. Comes with being a half-hill giant. All right. Fu gets in there and grabs the iron, and he's like, "Ah! Ah!" And you guys think he's probably going to pop out a deuce, because he's really straining. Ah! And it budges, but then it just, he can't hold it up, and he gets the quakes. He gets the quakes, and then boom, it goes back down.
Okay.
Not going through there.
Too heavy.
John, like looking up through the portcullis at the ceiling, or even on our side, did there seem to be a mechanism anywhere, or was it just gravity that made it crash down?
You said it was a 10% traps?
Yeah.
You can't tell. As far as you can tell, there's it's been dug into the wall where the brick wall touches cavern. Okay. There's a bit of a gap, and the portcullis had to have been up there. Clearly something was keeping it up there, but unlocking that door, maybe even something that you broke in the lock, triggered something, is what you suspect. And that portcullis came crashing down.
Well, it looks like this way is barred to us, so maybe we should go the other way.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. So as you guys leave the treasure room, again, everyone has all the. You're all kind of clinking now. Chink, 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 chink.
We loaded up the kids, right? We're making them carry stuff, right?
Sure, yeah. So
Yeah.
kids have got some stuff too. So chink, chink, chink. You guys head south. You go through the secret passage that you had discovered, secret door. You're back in that hallway. The hallway runs north-south, and then there's like an exit to the east. You had come up from the south, so east would be new exploration, or you could go south, which would eventually lead you back to that great hall where all the women goblins were that were slaughtered.
Yeah.
Also, the Great Hall has those double doors. So you could head south to go back to the double doors, or you can go east from where you're at.
Are we close to the Goblin King's room? Didn't we leave the mirror there? I know that's a scrying mirror, and the cleric, Quill, he suggests perhaps we should check that out.
Yeah, that mirror is all the way back in King Crake's quarters, because it is a full length mirror with a standing base. So,
well, just a thought. I know we're a ways away from there, but whatever you all want to do.
I mean, I say we go for some new direction.
Okay.
New direction then would be east.
Yes.
Okay.
Any disagreement? All right.
No dissent. No dissent in the ranks. Okay. So you head east, and it's pretty short. It kind of the hallway kind of narrows down to only being like two abreast to go through. And there's some light up ahead. And as you guys start to, well, first off, do you have a particular marching order, or do you have an intent that I should be aware of as you're approaching what you think may be a room?
I guess I would be up front in case we come across something that maybe I need to investigate, but...
Okay, Black Tom.
I do have a collapsible 10-foot pole, but I'm probably not using it yet until I get into more worked areas, probably.
Okay, so we've got Black Tom the thief up front. Who would like to be second?
Greydor could go
Greydor.
after.
Okay, after Greydor the dwarf. I am definitely putting both Zook and Filvendor at the very back. They're going to be basically watching your six, keeping an eye on what's going on behind, and they can leap forward. Of course, they will attack as normal in the dexterity order with their standard stuff, and unless you guys say, "Hey, this is a good time for a spell," you guys can pick whoever you want to do a spell.
Okay,
But as far as marching order is concerned, they're going to be at the back.
Okay.
So we got Black Tom, we got Greydor. Who's next? Quillen or Foo?
With Quillen's...
I'm a cleric. Yeah, I'm a cleric.
Human cleric.
Yep.
So Quill, are you third?
I like to hide behind the half giant. Just saying. Just getting 2 hit points. That's all I'm saying.
I'll go
Foo,
first.
do you want to be third?
Yeah, I'll be third. That's fine.
All right, so we got Foo.
You could probably attack over the dwarf's head, I would imagine. So.
Oh yeah, easily. Okay.
Practically second.
And so with a thief up front, my assumption is that you're going to be kind of stealthy and peekaboo before you go ball busting in, right?
Yeah, as best I can.
Okay. So this is the occupants of this room are pretty distracted, so I'm not gonna really rely on a thief skill. This is a gimme for you. So as you edge your way towards the entrance to this room, which does not have a door per se, it's just an archway. So you kind of slide up to the edge of the arch and peek into the room. You see a fairly large rectangular room, and there are 3 goblins in here. But these goblins, they have body language and mannerisms that remind you more of Blech than your run-of-the-mill goblins that you've been facing. These 3 goblins have dark, full-length robes on, and one of the robed goblins in here has a conical hat.
Ooh.
And this room has all kinds of tables and there's glass jars, and there's maybe a small campfire with like a cook pot on a tripod over it and everything. And as you're scanning the walls of the room, you only see one door that exits from this room. You are entering the room, or the entrance that you're at is in the northwest corner, west wall.
Okay.
And it's a rectangular room, so the lengthwise runs north south. So it's like a 20 by 30 room. And the only other exit is a door in the northeast corner, north wall. So there's a door not too far from you, and then there's a bunch of tables and stuff like that in this room with 3 goblins kind of milling around and maybe conferring with each other on occasion. Let me just double check my notes here real quick. In the center of the room, there's like an open clear space, and on the floor you can see a strange circular diagram or glyph or something has been drawn on the floor, maybe like in white chalk. And there's candles throughout the room as well. So. And there's books and things and just all kinds of stuff in here. So you notice all that from your secreted, shadowed position.
I'll look back at the party and kind of give them like the shoulder shrug, like, do we want to do this? They look magic-y.
Well, perhaps you could backstab 1 or 2 if you're feeling brave.
I could try. John, the light source in that room is like dim, or like is it...
Well, there's a variety of light sources. There's a couple of campfires. There's candles all around. So, and all the individual light sources are fairly dim, but there are several pools of dim areas, dim lit areas. Yep. So it's pool to pool to pool, and there's shadows that might connect them. So to get in here, it would definitely be a successful hide in shadows skill.
Okay. And are any of the 3 kind of separated from the rest, or are they all kind of together in a group?
It's your lucky day. The conical hat guy is conferring with one of the guys in a robe, but then the other guy in a robe, he is not too far from you, um, reviewing a book and then kind of holding up a bottle and kind of stirring and peering at some liquid in a bottle.
Hmm. All right, I guess I'll draw my dagger just in case I get discovered halfway across the room, and I'll look to the party and let them know I'm gonna be making my stealthy way over to the solo guy.
Okay. So due to the positioning of tables and equipment and stuff, it's really only your target that you should be worried about. Because once you get into the room, tables and things, they'll obscure you, assuming you're crouching and trying to stay in shadows. That'll obscure you from conical hat guy and the other one from casually seeing you. But if you make a noise, it's possible that your target might go, huh? What's over here? And he might see you. So there's where your danger lies.
Okay.
Is your target seeing you.
Just in case, I do have some poison.
Wow.
I think I'll try and coat my dagger with that.
Okay, done. Oh, you did, FYI, you did... Oh, you've got... Yeah, you gained a silver dagger from the treasure room as well. We did give you that from the last time. So you have your short sword, which is +1, and then you have a silver dagger, which is also +1.
Oh, nice.
So
I'll
you
use
have
that one then. Yeah, I'll coat that one with poison. And then I will make my way towards that guy.
Okay. I just need one hide and shadows roll, and if it's successful, you can make a backstab attempt.
Cool. This is also a whopping 10%. So let's see how this
Can't
goes.
fail.
First level.
No, 52.
52. All right. So yeah, as you're kind of creeping in, your target thinks he heard, gravel being crunched. And he goes, and he looks over. So I'm gonna give him he's got a pretty good chance to see you, but he's certainly not expecting anything. So he's not on guard. But still, he's got a pretty good chance to see you.
Yeah.
But I failed.
Oh, cool.
So he glanced your way.
Yeah,
and
I freeze with my butt puckered.
Oh, yeah. In fact, he didn't hear gravel crunching. He heard the sphincter slamming shut. And I failed. I gave him a 75% chance to see you, and I rolled an 81. So he kind of glanced that way and just didn't even notice you. Just looking beyond, his mind is elsewhere. All right, you can make your attack.
Okie dokie. So +1. Ooh, I rolled a 19. So that's armor class 0.
Yeah, and these guys are AC 9.
Ah, nice.
They're wearing robes.
Hit.
All right. So it's double damage or damage plus. What is it again? I forgot. Is it double damage, or did you get damage +4 or +4 to your attack? Here it is.
Down.
Thief skills.
Oddly enough, I think it's double damage, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, do double damage.
Okay.
I adjudicate.
So that's 3, 5, 6, and then the poison is another D4. Come on. 6. So 9 total.
Wow.
All right, fantastic. Give me a. I want to. Let's see how good this is here. Give me a move silently roll.
20%. 78.
So you murderify this guy, but he does get a at the very end, right? Instead of a silent kill, he does get out a and so the other two guys look. They like what? And they look and see this shadowed creature from their perspective digging these daggers into the back of their companion, and they like furl their robes and expose their hands, and they start kind of twisting their fingers into arcane shapes. Everyone at the door archway can see this, and so if there are any missile weapons, those can be launched. Otherwise, we're going to go into melee, and we'll go in order, in dex order. So does anybody have a missile weapon they want to launch?
Yeah, I'll throw a rock.
Okay.
Uh, 7. That's probably a miss.
Armor class 9, probably a miss. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Anybody else have a missile?
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
I do, but I'm gonna wait for. I'm just gonna go to hand.
Okay. Great. All right. So everyone starts going and starts trying to rush in for combat. I am going to generate some dexterity for these guys. All right. Okay, everybody gets to go before they do. That is a shame. So Zook runs in, and he has a short sword, and he'll try and swing. Ooh, and a 3. He misses. Greydor.
All right.
What do you do?
Warhammer hits with a 15.
Okay. Target.
Who's that? Who got murdered? The cone-headed guy? Or?
No, one of the two with a robe with no hat. So now there's only one guy with a hat and one guy without a hat.
Okay. Hat guy.
Hat. All right.
Hat. And the damage for the Warhammer is that 1d6 plus 1? Is that what that was?
D6 plus 1.
Okay, so I rolled 7.
All right. Solid blow right into the chest, and he just goes, knocking backwards, and he's knocked up against a table, and you can see you've knocked a lot of wind out of him, but he's still standing.
Damn you, hat goblin!
Hat goblin. Okay. Fu, you did a missile weapon this round and ran in, so we'll do melee with you on next round.
Okay.
Thilvendor, he's gonna throw 2 daggers, and he's gonna throw them at no hat guy just to spread the wealth here. So I can roll 2 d20s. Here we go. Ooh, 2 misses with a 1 and an 8. So, not good for Thilvendor. Quill.
Yes, Quill is going to rush up to the goblin haberdasher, the Greydor hit, and I'm going to try to smite him with my mace.
That's it.
So his AC again is, you said 9?
9.
I sadly miss.
And Black Tom.
So I'll close, drawing my short sword, and I'm going to go for a hat guy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not going to hit either. I hit, I'm somewhere in the 15, like armor class range.
Oh, good. or yeah. Oh yeah, above. Oh, good. All right. So now let's see. They are okay. He's that, and he's that. Okay. So, so hat guy. He's still kind of up against this table, and he points a crooked finger at Greydor, who dealt so much mighty blow, and you can tell he whispers Barsum or something. He says something, right? And so I'm gonna make let's see, what is let's see, Greydor, your armor class is 5. Ooh, I don't know if this is gonna hit. Oh, but wait, there might be an adjustment to this. Hold on. Hold your horses. Oh, I was like, well, why am I missing it? Because I'm already past it here. Okay. Short range, so I get a +1 due to short range. AC 5. I'm still 1 short. Any other bonuses? Farfik Nugan. All right. Nice. So he points a crooked finger at you, and a leap of energy comes out and zips right past you. It singes your dwarven beard hair.
My mighty beard.
Your mighty beard. In fact, as you turn sideways to dodge it and duck past this magic bolt that comes past you, it goes through your beard and it just completely chops it off right at the chin. Okay, so your beard falls to the ground. It just lightly drifts to the ground as the bolt goes across the room and smacks into the wall. Smack. And then
we're gonna torture him.
And then the other guy.
Unmanned.
Okay. So no saving throw or anything on this. So the other guy with the robe, no hat, he sticks both hands out and mumbles something, and a gout of flame leaps from his hands and just kind of fans out into a conical shape to strike a number of characters. But we're gonna, since we weren't, we don't have battle maps here, so we're gonna figure out what 3 were clumped together enough to be caught. So we gotta reroll that one, and again, because I can't have the same number twice. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fu, Filvendor, and Quill each take 1 point of damage.
Ooh.
I am down to fighting weight.
and cloaks, any kind of cloth is smoldering and has a small fire going there. Nothing too dangerous, but if left uncontrolled, it could get out of hand. All right, that was round 1. Back to the top. Zook, Zook is like, oh, this is bullshit. I'm gonna take you out. So Zook is gonna aim for the hat guy. Oh, 15 might be a hit. Let's see. He is a thief, and he's attacking AC 9, and it is a hit. So he gets a D6. Oops, in the dice thing. Whoa! Zook is a mighty blow, and let's see. All right, the guy in the hat, he has a giant slash across his chest, and he crumples to the ground. After Zook is Greydor.
All right, so no hat.
No hat.
Ooh, nat 20.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
All right, do max damage.
So Warhammer 7.
All right, you just bring it down in an overhand arc, and it just lands right on his skull. And not only does his skull cave in there, but his entire head slides down the length of his neck. Like you just buried his neck up into his skull, and his eyes just roll up white, and then he collapses to the floor. All right, that's all 3 of the guys that were in this room.
I retrieved my beard. Put it in a pouch. My precious beard.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of bit pieces of it kind of fluttering around, and some of it that was braided, but because the other side of the braid is now gone, it's just unraveling, and it's just going everywhere. It's just terrible.
I sob.
Yeah,
That's not cool, man.
yeah, it just falls apart.
I put out the smoldering fire on my clothes.
Good.
And I'm gonna cast a Cure Light spell for my scroll, if that's all right.
All right, on yourself, on who?
On me. I'm since I can't cast spells as the next level, I'm gonna cast it on me. I have 1 hit point. So
good. All right.
D6, is that correct?
Yes.
Wow. I am
1d6.
full up.
Nice.
Very good.
How's the hat looking?
It's a little crinkled, but yeah, it looks good.
I'll dust it off. I'll look inside.
Yeah, it says made in the underground on a little tag on the inside.
I'll put it on and I'll tell them, if this happens to be magic, I'll give it to one of you that can use it. But for now, it looks pretty sharp.
Black Tom does look sharp. Conical hat. It's got little stars and moons and stuff on it. Looks good. Looks good.
Anything of interest, John, in the tables of all the bubbling liquids and glassware?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. The
Uh-oh, losing you again.
Yeah.
are having a heyday. Things and Quill.
Yes.
Quill, you do recognize some glyphs that are very similar that you've seen in the Abbey that relate for healing. You find one potion that has a glyph on it that's very similar to that.
I can make out it. What you said, a glyph related to what exactly? Can you repeat that, John? I think he's frozen.
Yeah.
No. So, potion of invulnerability, right? That's
Yeah.
what you're telling me? All right, got it. So
Goes
gain
good
a
with my
level.
hat of protection, armor class 1.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, good.
We killed the DM. Awesome. I just sent him a Facebook message, but I'm sure he's working on it.
Yeah. What is our goal in this dungeon again? Rescue kids?
It was to rescue the kids,
Yeah.
yeah, but now we're just kind of being greedy, I think.
Right.
Okay.
I think we should try to get the 11 remaining kids out as quickly as possible. Just saying.
Do we think there's more?
Probably. That's why I kind of want to look at the scrying mirror. But just a thought. I mean, before the elf lights them on fire, you know.
Never liked that elf.
I know, man. All right, let's see. John messaged me, and he's rebooting, and he'll be right back. He says, "I hate this computer." So, know the feeling.
Well, I mean, if he talks badly about it, it's never going to work for him.
You know, maybe it's reverse psychology. I don't know. So, all right. Yeah, I guess that's the goal. I mean, just to rescue the kids, unless I'm missing something.
Yeah. Good.
And kill goblins and loot. You know, the standard D&D stuff. And I don't know about y'all, but I am not mapping, so I'm relying upon John's sense of directions.
Yeah.
I know Brennan was the guy doing most of the mapping last time. Looked like my intestines, but yeah. It's good.
I mapped for the first couple of sessions, and I didn't for the last one, so now I'm no good.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Does anybody have detect magic? Or I guess that would be the guys that aren't here tonight.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, Does anyone have a sling of any sort that you could loan my character? If you have
I
one?
think I do.
'Cause
Yeah.
I have no missile weapons, and that kind of sucks, you know.
I'm pretty sure I picked up a sling.
Somebody did, right?
It
Yeah.
sounds familiar. Is that cool? Not to be a mooch, but
Yeah.
anyway. Thank you, sir. I like, being David if I can. Throw some rocks. So, all right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, John is asking me to forward him the game link he emailed me, so I will do that to him.